Okay, welcome everybody to Baldur's Gate 3 Mean Girls Edition. I actually did this once already and I'm having to redo it because I realized my computer that I was using last time was not really good enough to play the game and record it at the same time. I mean, it was fine, but it was kind of hitchy and kind of laggy, and I don't think it would have been as nice to watch. And I also wanted to fix up my camera and audio situation a little bit. Tried out a couple of things that didn't quite work, but now I think I've got it dialed in a little bit. And so, yeah, we're gonna start with the playthrough. I've done the first couple of hours a couple of times now. So I'm actually gonna set the difficulty to Explorer, and try to kick things off there, just to get through the first little bit of content that I've done a couple of times now. Just want to get it over with, while also giving people the opportunity to watch the story develop from the beginning. And so, yeah, I'm gonna jump in and set up the characters and all that sort of stuff in the lowest difficulty. We'll get in, I'll play the game normally at a low difficulty until I'm basically caught up with where I've been to a couple of times now, and then we'll put it back on balanced, which is where I think I'm going to keep the run for the short term. If you watch my intro video, I explain a bit why I want to play on the balanced difficulty, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you in a second. I know you're not happy about the mods, but just... okay. So, discerning eyeballs might have noticed the timer up here, whoop, up there, has this at 2:47 a.m. and it's about to jump back in time. I loaded in from a save that started at the start of the game, but missed the cinematic and the character creation portion. So I just wanted to record that and put it back at the beginning of the video so people could see how it all comes together.
You need a guardian.
Yeah, I'm just using this for video, so the way I configured this guardian will not be the one that you see later. Okay.
Fuck. That squid really scrambled my brains. At least there are no devils on my tail.
Before we go any further, I just want to acknowledge that I know that my mechanical keyboard is a little bit loud in these first couple videos, so I just want to apologize in advance for that. I've already taken care of it, and just wanted to let you know I already know about it, and it'll be gone soon. So thanks for your patience. Let's get back to the game.
My engine's burning hot. Better be careful who I touch.
Dead. Too bad. Could have asked it for directions to the helm.
Can I reach this? There's a chest in the first room that's reachable if you're jumpy. 15 gold in there. Is there any more? There's an onyx.
On it.
Who knew there was so much stuff in this first room?
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Can I get these? No. Yeah. First room loot.
Let this be the last time I set eyes on this fucking hole.
So I do have a couple of mods installed. One of them is showing extra things when I hold the Alt key. It's called highlight almost everything. There's one that highlights everything that's interactable, including a lot of things that are not actually interactable. This one highlights pretty much most or all of the things that you would want to interact with, a few things that you might not, but mostly things that you want to interact with. Or can.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us.
Yeah, so I can use investigation, strength, or dexterity. Strength is kind of Karlach's thing. She's tough. That's enough. There's also going to be not a lot in the way of subtlety for Karlach, even though I'm not going to leave her as a barbarian. She will be a very unsubtle paladin soon.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Nah, I want my allies to be tough.
Free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
What should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Alright, let's go.
We are going to the helm.
Alright. Let's go back down. Alright, out here, we're gonna meet member number 2 of Mean Girls. All of the characters have such good introductions. It's easy to forget from the first playthrough because you didn't know who you were meeting.
Abomination. This is your end. Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Ugh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
What do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
So I'm specifically reading out the dialogue that I select out loud because I figure some people might be watching this in the background or just want to know what option I'm selecting without having to watch my mouse move across the screen. And so I figured that would be helpful. If it turns out to be annoying, maybe I can change it up. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather not. Yeah, thought I might be able to kill both of them this turn.
Ready for another round? Boom!
Turns out the easiest difficulty makes everything die in basically one hit, at least in this first part, which will make it easier for me to get through this first part of the game again. Yeah, turns out the process of doing all this for the first time, you need a couple dry runs at the beginning to get everything worked out. But we're there now. And, well, hopefully we're there now. I certainly don't want to start over again, so if there's any more tech issues,
To the hells over my dead body.
yeah, any more issues, I'm just gonna ride with it. I will try to edit out some of the more disruptive things if there happens to be crashes or I have to redo a section or something. I'm gonna come back to these buttons to translate in a second. Honestly, despite the fact that I've repeated this section a few times, I have not memorized what each of those buttons do.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
I'm gonna grip the pod's lid and pull.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
We won't be strangers for long. Okay, barbarian and strength. Don't give up. Tear this thing open. Oof. Failed to check this time. And I don't have inspiration or anything, so I gotta find another method.
You can't force it that way! Try something else! Go look around! Anything! Please! Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
An empty socket, you say?
Might set the whole thing humming.
So that's locked. I know the key is in the other room here.
Right, anyone?
Let's get electrocuted. Can I really not get to these? Okay.
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first.
Yeah, I don't actually remember what I'm supposed to put in there. Maybe that was the thing that was back in this back room. I didn't have to do it the last couple times because I was able to just pull the thing open. So key.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Note to self. Don't do that to the other pod.
Change her. Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Oh, and I want to collect these mines.
Another.
Oh, bag full of bags. That's from another mod. Which will make my...
A device by that pod.
Oh, nice. That was the thing I needed. Yeah, one of the other mods has autofill bags, similar to the alchemy pouch in the camp supply pack. So I'm just gonna crack this open here. Take all of these. Drop them in the main inventory here. And hopefully they should just start collecting all the bits and bobs. In fact, I'm gonna move these over to Lazel's inventory. Move these all up. These down too. Now, theoretically, I send a bunch of this back to Karlach. Well, okay then. Not exactly doing what I was looking for, but we'll figure it out. Okay, theoretically I have a thing that will make this open.
The console appears dormant.
Insert the rune into the socket.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Arcana, take a closer look at the powered up console. I'm a -1 Arcana. I only need a 10. And I got a 14, so. What does it mean?
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Place my hand on the console.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Within wisdom, will the pod to open. Terrible roll, but they're just looking for not a natural one on that one, basically.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last. Thought I was done for. Thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alright then, let's get going. I'm Karlach.
Shadowheart. One moment.
I'm not going to press her about the artifact.
Finally.
It'll
Let
come
us
up
make for the
in
help.
time,
We've wasted enough time already.
and trying to dig into her business early is a good way to get on her bad side. So I'm not going to press about any of her little secrets early on until we get to know each other a bit. Because while we are mean girls, we are mean to everybody else, not to each other. We've got each other's back. Okay. Guidance ourselves. Try to translate.
Unleash. What's this gibberish? It means nothing to me.
So,
I crave blood.
Arcane sigil annihilate.
annihilate. Good enough for me.
Annihilate.
Bzz.
And. Alright.
Oh, and I got the key for this chest, didn't I? I'm gonna pick the chest up anyway, because I like containers.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do a cute-ish thing here before moving into combat. I'm gonna do a quick save. We're going to
Cautionary.
dip. And
Let's get on with it.
dip.
This'll give me an edge.
Eager for battle.
And
Wise
Yep.
strategy.
Shadowheart. Doesn't have bless prepared. Unprepared. Inflict wounds. Prepare bless. Cast bless. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna activate the restoration pod. We don't have an action for that, so we'll do it next turn. Actually, one of these two could do it.
Curious.
And now
Don't
we
burn
can move
yourself.
into the next room.
Moving it.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
If I dash, can I get all the way to the door?
Hit it.
I can.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now. Let me
Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
Oh, you're still way back here?
My path be
I
true.
thought everybody moved into the room. Yeah, that's it for you. Stunned him. To get as far as you can.
Need to stay focused.
Okay. Just gonna use fire bolts in here. Two. That's rude. Go get close to this guy.
Tactical.
I get as close as I can. Alright. Lazel, if you get here, can you bow and arrow anybody? Yeah. I'll take the close one. Not enough movement. You can't loot. Just gonna dash.
Can't afford to let up. Should check for anything useful.
And we'll get as close as we can.
My turn.
And for you, I'm gonna range up. And lacerate. Miss, naturally.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Sure.
leave him to me. Connect the transponder.
So, by killing this dude, you can get a pretty good two-handed sword that will get you through a good part of Act 1, honestly.
Let's end this.
So, I'm gonna stay and fight this fool. Guiding bolt. It's great. Have Shadowheart kind of loot on her way through since she doesn't have to get into melee range.
Smell blood.
Raging. Let's prepare. Aw. Small hit for a guiding bolted raged attack. finally get involved.
My faith will protect me.
Loot. Loot. Loot.
It's clear. Hurry before they strike.
Still on our turn. Still a spell slot. Another guiding bolt. Beautiful.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Not the best hits from Karlach. I'm gonna swing around the back just to get some part of the way to where we're going. We whiffed on the Mind Flayer a couple times. In fact, I gotta be careful. I'm going to fight the Mind Flayer too here in a second. Yeah, the Mind Flayer acts next. So I want to make sure not to kill here, actually. Maybe I'll just daze it. Missed it anyway. Rush it. Alright. Small hit. He did a Mind Blast. Unclear if it did anything. I don't think so. Yeah, it's a weird thing here to like want to stall. So maybe I'll have this guy get started on the next row.
Talk to me.
Her too. These are actually kind of useful. Oh, can't reach it. Interesting. Yeah, still don't want to hit you. I want you to hit the Mind Flayer. Gotta hit something. Can I reach? No. What if I throw something? Yeah. Throw this hand axe.
Under their noses. Easy as.
Just trying to keep the rage going. And yep. There we go. 10 and 17. You guys are killing each other kind of slow, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack here. That's great. The Mind Flayer finished the job. Missed.
Got to focus.
We'll just kind of clear this area out up here. Just be ready to bounce as soon as we loot the sword, I guess. Grab this caustic bulb.
Have to keep
That.
going.
Oop. Nope.
No word.
Can get my axe back.
Hello.
Yeah. And I specifically want to do the interaction with Karlach, because whoever clicks the transponder is in the cinematic. Switch here. Oh, I think my rage ended because I didn't attack, that's why. Okay, so if I... Please hit. You hit him for 4. Alright, well, yeah, I guess the Mind Flayer will go next. Kill the demon. Nope, save from the Mind Blast. You guys are the worst. Alright, us. Get back here and help. You're not coming off this ship with us.
Can't give up. Not now.
So demon's next. Don't wanna... Well, we could kill the demon and then... Or we could just kill the Mind Flayer. No, I want the demon to have something to do that isn't attacking us. So chill. Oh, I could have thrown like a bulb or something. Whatever. I'm putting a lot of effort into this process, considering they can't seem to kill each other. Okay, the other Cambions are coming. So you kill him. Oh my gosh, nobody can hit anything. Alright. Okay, good timing. You killed him. Can us kill you? Way to go.
Act fast.
Lae'zel, can you
What
loot?
might you be hiding?
Oh, no, you're not Lae'zel.
Karlach.
I wanted to unend Lae'zel's turn, but she was before the Mind Flayer. Or whatever. Alright, I'm just gonna skip. Skip. Cambions are coming. They won't be here in time to do much. I just need to loot and then click the transponder.
The gate's turned on us. Get to the transponder.
And there's the sword. Move up. Can we just skip straight to Karlach, please?
Bye forever, pal. What is it?
The Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
There's so much weird RNG in that first fight to get that sword. On the higher difficulties, even if you're doing everything right, you've got to get some good rolls to like get it done in time. So as I play through, I'm going to be editing out a lot of the loading screens. So I'm trying to make a point of not talking during loading screens because I want to just cut them out. But this is a good opportunity to explain that I'm going to be doing that in the future. This is member number 4 of the Mean Girls, Minthara.
Ye gods! Can it be? I'm...
So this is the first opportunity we have to roleplay as Karlach specifically. And it's such an exciting moment as someone who played through the whole campaign once already as a custom character to then come back through and be inside the mind of Karlach and getting to decide what it is about this moment that is most important to her. Is it the fact that she's home? Is it the fact that she's alive? Is it the fact that she's out of the hells? Is it the fact that she's infected by a mind flayer parasite? 3 of these are exciting. 1 of these is not exciting. And so you get to decide whether or not she's excited about this moment or very much not excited about this moment. And I think that's a powerful thing to get to decide for a character that isn't necessarily your own. So the origin characters are so fascinating, especially on a second playthrough, because you get to see inside of their head and decide what's inside of their head. And I think it's just a cool thing, especially for a character like Karlach. And with this run, to take a character like Karlach that was so delightful and lovable and just pure, and twist that is also like really, it's really gratifying to know that they've given us that level of control. And it also hurts a little bit because I know how good she can be, and I think it's going to be hard to see how bad she can be too. But I'm very curious about what that looks like. And I think to that end, I think a big part of my motivation for Karlach, if that makes any sense, is how much she does not want to go back to the Hells. Obviously, that's a big motivation for Karlach in general. But I think, like, between these 4 choices, any one of these could be a big motivation for her. And they're all different. And I think of these 3, for the Evil Karlach run, I think I'm Never Going Back is a big part of what's going to motivate that. So, ye gods, can it be? I'm out of the Hells.
For good. Forever. No matter what. No doubt Zariel will be on my trail soon. Think I even spotted one of her hunters on the ship. I'd better get moving.
So, of these 3 options, forget the hunter, I'm more afraid of the parasite on my head. Forget the hunter and the parasite, I'm more concerned about the infernal engine burning out. And forget the hunter, the parasite, and the engine, I'm home. God's damn it, home. Her engine, I think, is also going to be a big motivating force for Karlach on this run. So I'm going to choose forget the hunter and the parasite. I'm more concerned about the infernal engine burning out.
Yeah. One crisis at a time,
Step 1. Get far away from anything with tentacles. Step 2. Stay calm and don't burn anything down. Step 3. Find allies who won't mind a friend who spends a lot of time talking to herself.
Now, time to march. I've got a life to live. Finally.
So I'm not going to do a whole essay on every dialogue choice that I make, but I did want to clarify what some of the motivations are going to be for how I answer certain questions and stuff on this playthrough as Karlach. Let's quickly level up. And we'll scoop Shadowheart off the ground. Once again, not gonna press with the artifact.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. First things
Now
first,
what?
we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Do you want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
So I just realized my bad decision indicator in the top left, the clock, is right in the way of indicators for people approving or disapproving. So I'm going to move this really quick. I'm going to pause and undo it because I'm going to do it on all the different overlays. So yeah, back in a second. Okay, hopefully that turns out to be a better location. Might have to move it again. Hard to say. I don't remember where every element of the UI lives and belongs. Oh, that's going to be right over the initiative tracker. It's probably fine. I might move it down a little bit. I just don't want it to be in the way, but it's specifically there to show how much time is being lost during loading screens and stuff that I'm cutting out, and also to show when I'm making really bad decisions for my sleep hygiene, which is why I call it my bad decision indicator.
My faith protects me.
Level up Shadowheart real quick. Not a ton of decisions to make early on. Yeah. I'm mostly just casting Bless at these early levels, hopefully.
What's cooking? Toast.
I thought about skipping over this whole beginning section and just dropping in kind of where I'm at. But there's important stuff and important early discussions that I want people to be able to be a part of when you're watching the series, and to just gloss over all of it, especially if it's your first time watching this played. It'd be a bit of a rip-off, I think. Just because this content is being retread for me doesn't mean it's not relevant, especially for first-time watchers. So I'll get through it. I still enjoy it. It's still an enjoyable thing to play through the early part, but I'm looking forward to getting to the parts that I've only played once before, instead of the parts that I've played now 3 or 4 times. This is fast travel points. I can go through that door theoretically if I break it down or lockpick it or something, but, well, I don't have lockpicks yet, or thieves' tools. Yep. I'll get to them in a second. Just want to make sure I loot everything back here. Most of this I could get by without looting it, for sure, if I just wanted to rush. But having as much gold as I can get by the time I reach the early stages of the game, the quicker and easier I can gear up and respec everybody into their end game configurations, their intended classes for this run. So might as well loot everything. I feel like I've tried to get cute moving in here before and like take the high ground or whatever, and it just always ends up being where I need to come back down anyway.
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
2. I'm hoping that being on the easy difficulty will help me avoid a bunch of random awkwardness from just like bad RNG and stuff. Alright, can I dip and cleave? Because that would be sweet. I didn't kill either of them. Awkward. 1. Oh, at least it subjected itself to an opportunity attack. Alright, you're nearly dead. Is there a smart way to get both of you? Not really. Unless I can push you in the fire. Nah, not really. 6. I mean, I could use spell slots. It just feels like such a waste.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Can you move this without setting yourself on fire?
Honk honk.
Yep. Just gonna quickly loot
Hello.
as much random stuff as I can. Head out back here. I think we get a Starion in a moment. So, a little teaching moment. Thieves' tools in a locked chest. Oh, the locked chest is right here. Haha, did you know this is how this works? I'm actually gonna wait and have Astarion do it, so I'm just gonna have her pick up the chest. Because I happen to know that he's good at it. Do you hear that? Someone in danger. He needs help.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
I didn't catch him the previous few times, so he already had the dagger to my throat. One more step and I'll make you eat that knife.
Try. But first you'll tell me what you know. I saw you on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Put the knife away and I'll tell you everything.
I'm not an idiot. It has to be those tentacled monsters. Something they did. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
You better have more to offer than apologies.
I'm out of wine and flowers, so I hope an introduction will suffice. My name's
Shadowheart didn't like that.
I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'll tell him my name and story.
My. You've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship?
Unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a mind flayer ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
So, surprising nobody, even if you are concerned about spoilers. He's a vampire, and he just referenced us as the herd, which is very on the nose. Alright, I'm gonna drop this, and I'm gonna give you these lockpicks to go with your lockpicks. I'm gonna level you up. And then I'm gonna have you open this box up.
Simple.
And Shadowheart can even give you guidance. Look at that incredible roll. 21.
Hey, good looking.
They're just showing off.
Marching.
Okay. There's actually loot to be acquired right near here, and I've actually remembered it this time. Let's jump down here.
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Sweet. Every little bit helps. Trying to make sure I don't leave too much random stuff behind. I am very much a loot everything sort of gamer. Hopefully that's not too annoying, but it just makes sure that we're well resourced whenever we arrive anywhere. Let's meet another character. This is one who will not be with us very long, at least not in the party.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
I'm gonna touch it.
A hand? Anyone?
It's a very Gale moment. Strength check. You'll have to remain extremely calm to touch him without burning him. Take a deep breath, then pull. So, like, one of those situations is very Karlach specific. You can pull him out. You're strong. You're strong enough to do it. But you will burn everyone you touch. So don't forget that. They want to reinforce that early on. It's like, you can't just touch people because you want to. I mean, that's good advice in general. But Karlach is especially aware of it.
That's it. Go on. Keep pulling.
You can see she's even like setting his gloves on fire a little bit in this process.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies.
I love that he immediately offers his hand too. Careful. I kept calm before, but touching me could easily kill you.
Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the North Lloyd as well.
I was, yes.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Go on.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
My hands are better suited to less delicate pursuits. I can offer you a swift end, but I can't cure
As
you.
we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Not as many as you think, because you're not going to be in the party, like, most of the time.
Excellent choice.
Just going to quickly level up. Not going to spend too much time deciding on things. Just going to grab a magic missile and... can I get the... Yeah, long strider. Something he can quickly contribute is upping everybody's move speed. Even once, he's gone. Lasts until a long rest. Can put it on everybody. One of the big glow ups in Baldur's Gate 3, I think, long strider. Okay, and don't want to head to the crypt area. Yeah, I want to fill out the party. Nothing up there that I can't get to. This way. So, dungeon over that way. I'll go there in a moment once I have reacquired Lae'zel, who will take Gale's spot in the party permanently. Quite literally, too. So, a couple trips back here for the slightest of foreshadowing. This is the shovel tutorial. Hey, you can dig up this
Hear
dirt
shouting up ahead.
if you've got
We
a
should check it
shovel.
out, but be careful.
Oh, wait. That's the front gate. This is Lae'zel. So there's a way to do this in combat, and there's a way to do this in conversation. I forgot how I wanted to do it. So I'm gonna do it in conversation. Maybe I get to make an intimidation check. That's really what I want to do as often as possible.
Right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Deception. This creature is dangerous. Get out of here. Leave it to me. Barbarian. Persuasion. Shoot the trap down. I'll tear it apart before anyone else gets hurt. Attack the tieflings. Leave. Okay, so this is sort of along the line. Yeah. We're gonna release her and then kill them anyway.
She's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
Yeah, I'll join you. Attack the tieflings.
No!
Shadowheart, not a fan.
Lying rat!
Shadowheart and Lae'zel's priorities differ greatly in the early game.
What should I do?
Let's see. I don't think I can get a sneak attack here, can I? No, I'm just back here.
Let's find some.
It's uphill, but you can't see me. I'll miss anyway. That was quick. Alright, and you're about to leave the party, so... Oh, I didn't prepare magic missile. Rude. Oh well.
Let's finish this. On the move.
40% or 60%. Miss.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Alright, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Wait at my camp. We can speak there.
Very well. But heed my words.
Shadowheart
The
disapproves.
Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Quickly loop these two. And I will go to camp, get her, put Gale away. Sorry, Gale. And then
While I'm at it,
guess we'll go do that dungeon quickly
gimme.
before going to the druid camp. So, go to camp. Gale.
Herman, is that you?
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
I need you to remain in the camp for a while, rather than on the road with me.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Perhaps we'll travel together again later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
You have no idea. And grab Lazel.
Chatter already, Tusky.
I just came to invite you out of camp. I'd like you to join me.
It is done.
And
Action, not
level
reaction.
up. Easy peasy.
I'd love to, thanks.
Alright, so we are in
Oh yeah.
the configuration that we'll be in until we get Minthara, and then she will replace Astarion, and the Mean Girls will be assembled. So, yeah. Leave camp. Do you want to equip any gear, anything? Don't really need to. Not much to do. Oh, yeah, actually. Put this sweet sword on. And you have a long sword. I could give you a shield. Have we gotten a shield yet? Don't actually see one. Unless I'm blind. Or it's in a shield. Shield bag. No. These things are starting to accumulate some things, but certainly not all of them. Okay. So having done this a couple of times, there's been times where I've been presented with options to intimidate, and there's been times where I haven't, and I had to fight, and it's not clear which or why. I'm gonna use this preemptively. Maybe it'll incentivize the engine to give me intimidation options. I don't know.
You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
There we go. Wrong. Walk. Now. Infinite bonuses. Terrible roll. Doesn't even matter.
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
So downside is don't get to kill them. Which actually, it doesn't look like I got experience for that, and I feel like usually you do for talking your way out of encounters. But either I missed it, which is possible, that's not the case, which is possible. Either way, I'm glad I got the intimidation option. It's how I want to handle many situations.
Why do you give a book? Everything all right out there?
Gimblebach triggered some trap. He needs help now. Very convincing, apparently.
I told him it wasn't safe out there. Get inside and I'll rustle up some bandages.
Charlatan, cheese your way through. Asterion is inspired.
Who the hell? You're dead!
You're deader.
They won't know a bit.
Saddle up. No one's prayed here in an eon.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Books are good money, and they're all stacking up in one of my bags, theoretically.
Take a load off, isn't it?
I can loot a bunch of food and stuff, but I don't really need to. I'm gonna try not to waste as much time looting food and stuff off the tables, because I'm gonna get plenty out of the containers where I don't have to click at all, one by one. Paintings are also decent money.
On my way. A subtle approach.
Miss. With advantage? Asterion, I'm hurt.
How'd you get past Andor? Back off! Hey, someone's in here.
Blades out!
Can you not get past Shadowheart? That's devastating. Just jump through, I guess.
Make way.
And shoot. Oh. Oh. Do I have anything worth throwing at you? What about in other inventory? It's just water. Weapon coatings, grenade satchel. Void bulb, spiked bulb, caustic bulb. Make them all bleed? Sure. Throw. Spiked bulb. Got him.
Ready.
And there you. Just bless this mess. And try not to get hit. I do not want to get close to those barrels. Unless I can throw the barrels. Can I? That's improvised melee weapon. Don't want that. I think if I go up here.
Got it.
This is experimental. Throw. I want to throw at this. I'm going to throw those. I'm going to quick save in case this doesn't work how I think. Target is too far. Alright, well I greased it all up. and get hidden enough to cut any action hide. And shoot you. Cool. For some reason I was hoping that oil situation to do more. Can I... Shadowheart can firebolt. Most of them aren't in it, which is a bummer. You have 2 HP.
On the move.
I'm just gonna get close and smack you. And... oh, he's got the fire. This is a learning moment, probably for a lot of parties. He's not even wet or like greased up or anything. It's too bad we don't have AoEs or anything yet. Yeah, none of them were in it. Just jump over this. And don't have the cleave. Just use my bonus action. Let's attack. I want everything to wait for permission with my reactions. Yeah, get close to both of them. I don't want any of them making easy ranged attacks. Okay, we can cunning action hide. Let's see, Barton is first in the initiative, so target him. Got him.
I will ascend.
So jump over the fire. Smack him. Critical miss. Rude. You smack the one who's got more HP. Because you hit harder. Oh. I have a bonus section attack. Got him. Thieves' tools right next to a locked door. I think there's a switch back here, if I recall.
If you insist.
Lots of books to be found here. Just basically free money. Very spooky lever or switch to open the door to the crypt where one of our favorite NPCs is hanging out. I'm just gonna send basically all of this crap to camp with the exception of potions, gold, deselected. Okay. Send it all back except for potions and gold. Send the camp. I could send it to another character, but it's kind of the same thing until we're ready to sell. Stack of books. Row of books. Okay, back up this way. So the last member of the party, I guess, ends up getting knocked out. I don't know whether that's automatic or like what, but it keeps happening. And I never noticed that in my previous run. Dank Crypt.
Oh, I like it. Homely.
Spent a bit of time in crypts, have you? So I'm going to quickly go back this way. This is basically the trap room, the trap tutorial. Everybody failed perception. Okay. And we'll have the Starion disable. No trap disarm kit available. Did I send one back to camp? Probably. So unless I can see one in the room, maybe there's one in here.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I accidentally sent one back to camp. Remind me where my chest is. It's in the side room.
All right.
Not this one. There's chest. I'm probably looking right at it. There's more thieves' tools. Pick up. Trap disarm kit. That's what you get for not being careful. You can't. Disarm. I think that's honestly the only trap I need to worry about, as long as I don't push buttons. I'm gonna quick save in case I did something stupid or do something stupid. Spear and a key.
Where to? This'll be fun.
will detect a lot of traps. I think we disarmed the only thing that will actually trigger them, other than that button.
Holy shit. A soul coin. Wonder if they work, even up here.
Better put it away till I can use it in battle.
That seems measured. I'm measured, aren't I?
Yes, save it for when you really need a supercharge in battle. It's the only option, really.
That's it. We'll keep it on hand for good use and nothing else. Nothing else.
Careful. There are traps about.
Okay. Oh, that's the alternate way into this dungeon. We came in through the... not the back, per se. We came in through the side. And the key we got. Open that door.
Open up. These guys are armed to the teeth. Why?
I'd love to know.
So, these chaps are all gonna wake up, and it's a little bit awkward. Because even though I'm walking around and taking away all their weapons, they have new ones when they animate. And you can't just like attack them on the ground. They count as inanimate entities. So you kind of sort of have to be surprised by them even though you're not surprised by them.
What is it?
What could a book contain that requires it to be bound with chains?
Book of Dead Gods. Straight into books. Read.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
The lock is begging to be smashed. Oblige it. It's a high skill check. Evil Karlach.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Examine the book more closely.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Shadowheart is inspired. Oh, I just put all those books back in my inventory. Put them back in the book bag. Yeah. Okay. That was it for this room. Now it's time to go pick a fight with some dead folks. Let's enter turn-based mode quickly.
Wits and blades always sharp.
And bless this ass. And just wait here. You get close to him. End your turn. You also get close to him.
Making me sweat.
You get over here. End your turn. Just want to get everybody in a position before I start the encounter, so that we don't have to like move into range afterwards. And then
Can't afford to stay idle.
let's have
Like its will be done.
Lae'zel try to pick up this body.
Something just woke up down here.
Who would have ever guessed? And you don't have a bonus action. Oh no. I can't hide while I'm threatened. That's awkward. Okay, now what's your excuse?
Concentrate.
Ready or not?
Okay, good job.
I will ascend.
Just gonna jump right in your face. And miss. Action surge. Hit.
I'm ready.
You got that one handled. Lightning bolt. Got him.
On the move.
Let's go.
Yeah. This is made a lot easier by the low difficulty, and that is making me happy about getting through this section in a reasonable time frame.
Close ranks.
Silenced. Rude. Okay. Can I move directly through your sideline? Cunning action in. Basically right next to you. Shoot him. Kill him. End our turn. Oh, so close.
Let me strike true.
Quick and easy. Not bragging. I'm on low difficulty. I'm just excited about not whiffing a bunch of attacks or like having to burn through twice as much HP to get through these same encounters for the 4th time. Despite the fact that I am mostly here to tell a story, I'm not trying to completely bypass combat because I have a build that I'm trying out and hoping I can pilot with some success to make the combat portion of the game interesting. Obviously, I've got plans for the Oathbreaker and the Wizard and the Shadow Monk and the Assassin. A lot of those are classes I have not played before.
That's curious.
And I've got another little trick plan up my sleeve for multi-classing. And everybody meet Withers.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
A little spooked by the crawling out of the tomb bit. What are you?
I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question?
Yeah, sure. Ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
In my experience, that depends on what the mortal looks like.
A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Bunch of good stuff in there. Another soul coin. I think that's about it for down here. So the first time I did this dungeon, it was much later. I basically forgot to come back over here after heading to the druid camp. And I came in through this back way and basically did this whole dungeon in kind of the opposite order that I just did it. And I ended up finding like all of those tomb robbers after I had looted the whole dungeon. And I was also much higher level.
For me?
Oh. So,
That might be worth
yeah.
it.
No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
Can I send my shovel back to camp? That's so awkward. Go to camp. That's my chest.
Yoink!
I was just talking about how it's basically the same thing sending to camp as sending it to a teammate. Turns out that was a lie. Now I have to identify my shovel. Shovel. Here it is. Pick up. Leave camp.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
These two at each other's throats from the very beginning. Don't worry. We're all gonna be best friends soon. And we're going to head towards Druid Grove. This way. And go ahead and take a short rest in the process. Let's see. and the high ground.
A long way to go still.
Shadowheart.
I must keep going.
Quietly now.
Starion.
Quietly.
Good looking.
You go around this way. You go around this way.
False move. Let's march. I'm too tall for this.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates!
I wonder sometimes with NPCs like that, like, was there a way to save canon? In this case, I think the answer is no, but I always wonder.
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Another one of the like really cool character intros. Everyone was gifted with. Alright, while we're still hidden, take a shot.
You're making me sweat.
Karlach also still hidden. Doesn't have a ranged weapon, but could presumably throw something. Through a spear.
Got it.
Now we're in. Oh, that wasn't even really that great of an idea. Alright, we are hidden. Wait, why am I not? Am I not sneaking? These two were specifically sneaking. Miss.
Outmaneuver them.
Victory awaits. On the move.
Can I rush? I can rush. Just gonna action surge. Acerate. More misses. Critical miss. Excuse me?
Got to press on.
60%, 60%, 65%.
Fuck yes. Got it.
Am I listening to cleave? What if I step right here? Yes. Turn. Nice. These two on the top are gonna be the last ones to die. so.
Put him up.
I'm not even gonna have Karlach go up there. Just loot this stuff. What just happened? Can you shoot it?
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
No one left behind.
Let's see.
Damn, it's good to be alive. I am ready to rest my weary head.
Okay. Can I get this fast travel point? Yes.
Soldier?
Guess I should quickly level up. Just in case I'm getting any stuff that will help. We're not going to be whatever we pick for very long. I feel like Tiger's Heart was really tough. I'm gonna not take any piercings because we're gonna immediately lose them and it'll be disorienting if we just change her face for like 10 minutes. I'm not investing a whole lot in setting up these characters because they've got to respec.
What now?
But I want to make sure if I get anything that's useful for these conversations or battles in the next few minutes. Yeah, we can just set you straight to Assassin because that's what Minvara is going to be anyway. And it has fewer decisions than Arcane Trickster. You know what? Just a champion. Fewer decisions, and we're not stuck.
Soldier? Me?
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
You can cough up my payment anytime now.
Stuff your payment. I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
I'm gonna take a swing at the tiefling. It's just gonna set the stage for what has to happen later. I'm not gonna use a bless. If I miss, I miss. I'm not gonna like force it. Oh, but a natural 20. And Lae'zel approves.
Damn. Didn't expect a devilkin to turn on one of their own. Nice.
I didn't do it for your praise. Just tell me what this place
It's a
is.
Druid's Grove. Fella in charge went by the name Halsin. He ain't here anymore, though. Got himself nabbed by gobos. Same ones what chased us here.
He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
What was important enough to drag a druid out of his grove?
We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. I told him he wasn't getting so much as a sniff of the reward, but he tagged along anyhow.
Maybe I could take that job off your hands if you've lost your appetite for it.
Got a death wish, have you? Contract came from a wizard in Baldur's Gate. Relic supposedly hidden underneath a temple round these parts, and he'll pay gobloads for it. But all that gold ain't gonna do you any good if you're too cold to spend it.
Spare me the chilling warnings and just tell me where I can find this thing.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. Ain't staying around here with this and not cold out. Here's hoping they'll grant mercy to one of the... I'm out.
Wasn't a
Could have been
hero you
worse.
just knocked out? For
Well,
once.
that's that sorted. Wonder where they keep their healers.
Into the shadows.
Just gonna pickpocket this unconscious jerk. I think you can even fail these checks and like nobody's here to notice, but didn't fail any of them. Got some of his gear, including these gloves that help somebody heal, which will be mostly a Karlach thing shortly. In fact, gloves of power. These have sleight of hand, which can go to you. Yeah. That's about it.
Phew.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives.
Talk to him in a second.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right now.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once. Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Get out while you can. The goblins will be back.
Common sense at last. Let's get out of this death trap. Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate? Come on, sis. We're less of a target alone. We should leave.
Fine. Let's sneak away like goddamned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
Yeah, if something happens to these people, it's on them. I want everybody to remember that. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of inventory management here. I'll go through the dialogue here first.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
What do you mean?
I forgot. You're a blow-in. A few days hence, this grove will be completely concealed by thorny vines. None will be able to enter or leave. A drastic measure. But more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay, now I'm going to do inventory management. I'm going to edit this out, so see you in a moment. So something just occurred to me. You get more money selling things if you have a higher charisma. I also have enough gold to respec now, so I'm going to go ahead and respec everybody into their intended classes, which is going to mean putting Karlach as Paladin with a higher charisma score before I sell anything else. So back in a moment, and everybody will be the correct class. Swap some gear around a little bit. It occurs to me I should show people who don't know how respecking works, because Skeleton Man, Withers, we met briefly earlier, is hanging out in our camp now, and he can help us with a few things. So I figured you should at least be here for some of the conversation.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Helpful. No one's dead on my side at the moment, though.
Indeed. Farewell.
Okay.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
So, for 100 gold a pop, he can help you change your classes, which is exactly what I'm going to have him do. And I'm going to cut this portion out because I'll probably do a lot of like, did I want more charisma or constitution? And that's less interesting, and I don't want to waste a bunch of your time with it. So I'll let you know what I changed as soon as I'm done. Okay, we're back and we're respect. Karlach is now a paladin. Shadowheart is now a monk. Styrian is still a rogue, though I did rearrange his stat points a little bit. And Lae'zel is now a wizard. Also moved a little bit of gear around. Karlach is now wearing some medium armor. She's actually capable of wearing heavy armor. I just don't have any that's worth wearing yet. And Shadowheart is wearing Karlach's clothes. Because why not? She can't wear armor anymore. And Karlach can, so... I'm actually going to call it here for now. It's, as you can see from my bad decision timer, it's about 2:38 in the morning. And we'll just come back to it tomorrow. Almost caught up to the present day, as it were. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Wait, don't leave yet. There's still stuff to do. Like if you want to watch the rest of the series, it's right over here. If you want to watch what YouTube thinks you should watch, it's right here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, because that's how you'll know when the next one of these comes out, you should hit this one. And if you liked the video, I think it's down here somewhere. Press that one. I forget all the time. I should like more videos, because then YouTube knows what you want to watch. And the person who made the video knows that you liked it. So yeah, click one of these. Click all of them.